I've made over 10K per month online for the past 2 years straight, and I'm just 22 years old. And it wasn't always like that. You see, when I was first getting into the make money online space, I desperately wanted to find a way to make money because I was so tired of the education system and I was deeply terrified of being mediocre for the rest of my life. But the problem I ran into is I tried a bunch of different business models and failed for about 6 months straight. And it was only until I learned what I'm about to share with you in this video that I was able to change that and put a stop to all of that. And I'm a firm believer that business success or making money online success is 70% psychological and only 30% tactical. So it's more about the mindset and less about how hard you work, what business model you choose, and things like that. So this video and why that's important for you is it means you don't necessarily have to be the smartest person in the world. You don't have to work the hardest. You don't need to even choose the right business model necessarily. You just need to have this mindset piece right. And that's what I'm going to share with you in this video. And all of what I'm about to share comes from the book Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins, where basically inside of that book, one of the biggest things he talks about is whatever you focus on is where energy flows. And this is the biggest thing that I'm going to talk about in this video because the problem I see with most people is they're very ambitious. They want to make 10K, they want to make 20K, they want to make money, they want to do this, that, and the third, they want to buy nice cars, etc. But when you ask people why they actually want the things that they want, they can never really give you an answer. Okay, you want to make $30,000 a month, why? And most people fail to actually give a viable answer. And once I read this book, I realized that the biggest thing is focus. You see, inside of this world, we have all this different noise and all this different crap going on, right? You hear beeping, you hear cars driving by, you hear the AC, you hear all of this different stuff, and your brain can truly only focus on one thing at a time. And so what you need to do is, especially with how often people use their phones and social media now, what you need to do is two things. Number one, you need to actually figure out a tangible number for the life that you want to live. And it breaks down into 4 categories. So you have financial security, you have financial independence, you have financial freedom, and you have absolute financial freedom. So financial security is basically like if you had the smallest amount of money possible, what could you live on? And for me, back in like 2020, when I was first going through this exercise sitting in my college dorm, that number for me was about $4,000 a month. I figured that if I could make $4,000 a month and if I was scraping by and penny pinching, I could live enough to just live and to just like not die, basically, enough to survive. And then the next level is financial independence. And this is where you're independent from all these institutions and your lifestyle is upgrading a little bit. So that number at the time for me was about $8,000 a month. You know, you have rent, you have maybe a decent car, maybe it's still not a nice car. Then you have, other miscellaneous expenses, paying yourself, going out to eat once in a while because now you can actually afford it and things like that. And then the next level is financial freedom. And this is where you're really starting to live like a guru lifestyle, like you're doing pretty well. So this is where you have a nicer car. Maybe you're spending like 3, 4, 5K a month in rent. Maybe now you can invest in different projects that you're interested in. You can spend $500 or $1,000 a month on passions and things like that. And so for me at the time, that number was about $12,000 a month for financial freedom. And then you have absolute financial freedom where, you just like literally can buy anything you want at any time. And that number for me was like 30K a month. But I want all of you guys watching this video right now to actually figure out a tangible number and do the math for what it actually will cost you to first be financially secure, then financially independent, then financially free, and then absolute financial freedom. And write it down. Get a tangible number. And I don't want you guys to just copy the examples that I gave you in this video. Get a clear, tangible number of what that life is going to cost you. And then once you have that, then the biggest thing you can do And again, the book talks about this, Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins. I'd highly recommend everybody watching this video reads that book. Then what you're going to do is you're going to focus as much of your day and your waking energy as possible on that specific number. You're going to write it down, because where energy or where focus flows, energy flows. And so take that number. Take your financial freedom number. Maybe it's $8,000 a month. Maybe it's $12,000. Maybe it's $20,000. Maybe it's $5,000. Figure out that number and focus on it, and cut out all the noise and all the distractions. Stop using your phone. Stop watching videos so damn much, and start just focusing on that number. And what will happen is your brain will start to figure out a way to slowly but surely get to that number that you want so badly. And if you actually take this advice, this will hopefully be one of those videos that you look back on in 6 months to a year from now, and you realize that this was the video that changed everything. Because again, business success, making money online success, it is 70% mindset, psychological, things that you think about. And it's only about 30% like work ethic, strategy, things like that. And so if you actually apply this stuff, you don't have to be that smart. You don't have to work that hard. I mean, you obviously should, but you don't have to like do these things absolutely perfectly. You'll still find a way to get there. And for me, especially when I was first starting to make money online, I always saw myself like I wasn't the smartest kid in the world when it came to that stuff. In fact, I don't even think I'm that smart. It takes me a while to understand things and fully conceptualize everything. But what I did do is, when you have an author like Tony Robbins that has made over $600 million, what I was willing to do is listen to what he was saying, shut up, and do the work. And so that's my piece of advice for you watching this video right now. Actually apply it, actually take action. No more of this passive, like analyzing different business models and not taking action. Go actually apply this, go actually put in the work, and go actually apply these principles in this video, and hopefully it'll change your life. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, hopefully you got some value. You guys take care, and have a fantastic rest of your day.